seconds. I'd just like to say, I worked for the Parks Board for 6 years, and Donegal Park, to me, would be a site that should be looked at, connected to the trails to the south and west of Veterans Parkway and Shellers Lane. It would be a site that really, to me, would be ideal. Thank you.
Next.
Used to be on council.
Good evening, my name is Robert Malcolm. I've grown up in this neighborhood my entire life. I've spent a lot of time down at Waterworks Park. I am 110% in favor of the bike park. The three issues that I've noticed that have come up were safety, which can be handled by any means. You know, if you're going to gate it off, if you're going to put up signs, if you're going to have control, that's no problem. The second was safety down at the trail. The bike park would actually offer refuge to someone in trouble on the trail. Easy access right there. The third, for the wildlife, if you look at the map, where you can see where the bike park is, the main activity area is on that purple trail, which, by the way, my father happened to do a lot of work to maintain those trails. You know, he put his heart and soul into that, making that an active community of people, runners, bikers, everything. And I just think if you're worried about the wildlife, and you look at the river, and you look at the trail, the bike park, there's no significance to the wildlife, affecting the wildlife as it is. And I just don't agree. So that's my 2 cents. I'm 110% in favor of that bike park.
Thank you. Next.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I live on Brantford, and I'm a dog walker down at this. And yes, I do pick up after my dogs. So my main concern, I'm not against the concept, by all means, otherwise I'd be a hypocrite, because my son was involved with the 5 skateboarders that designed the skateboard park. And being a scout leader for 32 years, I am not against doing things for kids. What I'm against is the location, like many other people have said. Reason being, we're taking away so much of the natural parkland along the river. Eventually, when my grandkids are my age, there's not going to be a lot of natural parkland along the river anymore. And I grew up in Toronto, and I moved to Brantford. I escaped when I was 30, which was just 9 years ago. But having that jewel in Brantford where you can go and hike and walk your dogs and see people in wheelchairs on the trails there because it's flat, see families pushing strollers with little kids because it's flat. My concern is that is taking up a small portion of the park. But you can't promise me, because I know if I was in your shoes, that you can't expand 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now. Suddenly it's not 2 acres anymore. It's that whole area that's become park for the bikes. And I was at your presentation, which was a great presentation, which educated me on what it was. And I thank you for that. But you can't promise me that it's not going to expand. And you can't promise me that the bikers are not going to go into the trails as well while they're waiting because there's so many waiting at the bike park to use the jumps or whatever. So that's my main concern. And parking, when you get a soccer team in there and a baseball team
and the rugby team,
photographers and hikers and fishermen, because a lot of people park there to go fishing, there's not enough parking as it is now.
Absolutely true.
So you're going to have to expand that parking even more, which is going to take away more green.
Well, go to the bus park.
Oh, go to the bus parks.
yeah, because they're taking that out in hydro.
I'm not
That's
against
new.
the concept, like I said. I am against the location because I feel that this is one of the biggest jewels of natural land. And I understand it's going to be natural, but the amount of people that it's going to attract, which is great for the kids, the noise and that, it's not going to be 100% natural anymore. That's my case. It makes, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Very good.
Thank you.
Mary Welsh, 310 Mount Pleasant Road, and I'm familiar with the area back to when it was designated as the Gordon Glades Memorial Pathway System, the whole thing. I would first commend council and staff in having a meeting like this. I think you're hearing lots of good things. My only criticism would be is this type of gathering, and maybe smaller ones, several smaller ones, would have been most helpful to staff and to council members. What I'm hearing here is a consistent thing, exactly what I'm going to say. I don't, pardon my voice, anyway. I believe that I would be surprised if there's anyone in this room that's not in favor of development of a proper and first-rate bike area, bike park, whatever you want to name it, for the kids. I don't think there would be an argument anywhere here. But I'm hearing, and I hope you hear, and this is the message I would like to bring too, I believe there are other options. I haven't had time to go and examine all of the city-owned parks. I have tumbled upon a couple since this has become a topic. I'm not going to name them now, but I would suggest that people who are here in different parts of the city and so forth would take it one step further. I heard one recommendation to look at a certain park. I think it would be an idea that some of you here may have looked at other parks or familiar with others. I think it would be helpful to the council members and to staff to put forth some other ideas. But as far as the concept, I doubt whether there's anyone in this room who would be against developing a skateboard, a bike park for the younger people. So I would just be echoing some of the concerns that other people have voiced, but I'm hoping that you're getting a message. We're for it.
Finally.
But take a harder look, and anybody here, I would suggest to your council members or staff, someone you know, another location. And put it under a magnifying glass and have two sides, pros and cons, the way it is this one. Thank you.